Really?
It's going to burn for 3 days.
Why? I mean, like,
Because that's what if you've seen the way they've celebrated every single win since the first round through Boston until, well, they didn't win here anything here yet. But if you watch the wins after Boston games, Jesus Christ, they were going nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It was the nuts that make you want them to perform bad. You know what I mean? Like when you see Philly fans and they're going crazy and stuff, and you're like, okay, now we don't want you guys to win. It was that kind of celebration.
But here's the part about the Philly fans. They do it after they win championships.
Okay. Yeah,
the Knicks fans have been so beaten up for so long.
Yeah, it's the small victories now.
That I don't think they've won. I don't even know. I think it might have been the 60s or the 70s the last time they won anything. It's been since the 90s since they went to the conference finals.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the Knicks fans, they have all this pent-up aggression, and they're like losing their minds after every win. And from what I understand, I didn't watch it last night, but from what I understand, it was like a game for the ages.
Oh, it was going. So basically, Knicks were up going into the fourth. And they were.
I heard they were up by 14 with 2 minutes left.
I don't remember. It was a 14.
That's what they said on the news.
Yeah. They were up for sure double digits. So they were up, and then they just started collapsing, and it was so fun to watch. I love when you're watching a game and you can see.
Were you
this
rooting
team.
against them?
I don't care who wins either way. It was just a great game. But for me, when you can see a team collapsing and there's just nothing they could do but try to hold on and beat the clock, you're like, this is going to be good. And that's essentially what was happening. They were just trying to beat the clock, and it was not working. And Pacers were firing on all cylinders to the point when the last shot happened, homeboy was going to take it to the hoop. The lane was blocked. He had to go take a three at the last second, and he threw it up, and it just bounced up high in the air off the rebound and just went in, and the place went nuts. And he was doing the old Reggie Miller choke celebration. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Of course I do.
Do you remember what that is, Monica?
Yeah.
So for the listeners who don't, that's when Reggie Miller was playing the Knicks, and he was on the Pacers way back in the day. And
Reggie Miller was way more. I used to follow the Knicks back then when it was, John Starks, Patrick Ewing, and all that stuff. And when I say follow it, I think I've been to 2 games in my life. And you'd watch the big ones on TV and that kind of thing.
NBA games are fun to be at.
Yeah. Especially when you're in seats that you can see. Like, I've been in seats where I've been on courtside in the end zone there at one of the ends. My father's, my friend's dad was in a business, and he got, comp tickets, and he gave them to his son and myself, and we went, and it was great. It was the Lakers, and it was Shaq, and all I could think of Shaq, the size of Shaq's schlong, because he was like right there in front of me.
Jesus.
And I'm like, that thing's got to be he's got to have that thing duct taped down because it's got to be gigantic. He's a big, big man. And then I've been all the way up at the top in the last row.
Yeah.
But yeah, Reggie Miller to the Knicks in the 90s was like kryptonite.
Yeah.
Even more so than Jordan.
So that game,
to me at least,
the Knicks were, like you just named their roster. They had a clean roster, but Reggie Miller was just picking them apart, hitting shots from everywhere. And the Knicks, as you know, have a big fan who sits courtside, a la Jack Nicholson in L.A.
The Lakers, yeah.
Yeah.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee was courtside, and Reggie Miller was just taunting him the whole time as they were coming back. And he would hit a shot and lean over and goes, y'all ain't gonna win this. Like, you're falling apart.
I'm surprised you remember that stuff. You were a Ute. You were young.
Yeah. Well, not just
people know it. Though.
Yeah, I went back and watched certain games just because you hear about them.
Yeah.
But then they have those like 30 for 30s and everything where they really do deep dives into it, and you're like, oh, okay. So the man hit that celebration as what he thought was the winning bucket, but his foot along the line, only a two, go to overtime. And that's when you know you have to play the best. When you just taunted a team because you thought you won and now you might not even win, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But they ended up pulling it off. It was a great game. I was locked in.
That's what I keep hearing. It was a great game. We did a scavenger hunt this morning on the other show for tickets.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Some lady won, right?
Yeah. For game 2. And, people are losing their mind. She could probably sell those tickets and have, like, a trip to Cancun with money left over.
Vacation paid for, but
it was going earlier. I think they dropped a little bit last night before the game, but tickets were $1,000 to walk in the door for a game one.
$1,000
for a game one.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
That's insane.
It sucks. That's one of the things. But you know what's funny is you can get on a plane, fly to Indiana, and go to the game, and get a hotel and fly back for less than it would cost you to go to Madison Square Garden. I told you that a bunch of years ago. My friend Tony, he went. It was a playoff game, Lightning Rangers. I think it was a playoff game. It was cheaper for him to fly down to Tampa, get a hotel room, get tickets to the game, than it was for him to go to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
that's how crazy it gets. Because you got the whole tri-state area all trying to get 15,000 seats.
Yeah, those games are insane, man.
You're talking about millions of people. It's crazy.
I've only been to 2 NBA games. One when the bubble was here and Toronto was playing. The Raptors were playing. We got tickets from work. But
okay.
The first one, it was...
You were allowed in those games for the bubble?
Yeah.
I thought they were played with... The whole purpose of the bubble was to keep the players away from everybody.
Well, it must have been like just after, whatever it was. But it was around that time because the Raptors were here in... they were playing at... I always just say the Ice Palace. They were playing at Amalie. But I'm a Miami Heat fan. So when the Raptors were playing the Heat and Shaq was on the team and Dwayne Wade, I got tickets to that because we just knew someone who owned a car lot and he had not courtside, but first row. So
cool.
Pretty awesome thing. And I was the only one in there cheering for the Heat. And it was awesome because just like hockey games, the sound gets trapped in there. So the atmosphere is insane when you have the right crowd.
I'm sure when the Knicks were up 14 points last night, like that place was ballistic. I'm sure. It's the one thing, man. When you win in New York, you're the king of the world. But when you lose, ouchie.
It must be hard being a New York fan because you guys, besides the Giants way back with Eli, you guys really haven't been doing much.
New York hasn't done anything
since
I'm pretty sure since
Eli, right?
Since Eli, 2011. 2011 is the last time any team from New York has done anything. Damn. And before that, it was 2009. The Yankees won.
Damn. That's hard.
but we also had a run throughout the late 90s and 2000s where the Yankees were winning every year, and then
you guys did so good that everyone just started wearing Yankee hats, even if they weren't fans. What?
like Dallas.
Yeah,
kind of like that. I remember it was funny because when the Yankees were on that run, because they won in '96, and then they lost in 97, and then they won 98, 99, 2000. And you would see, years later, there were the memes of these like kids in Africa that had nothing, but they were all wearing Yankee hats. Yankee hats and shirts and stuff that was sent over there. It was pretty wild. I might see how I feel tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go for the tests, so I might be a little bit out of it. I can't eat today. I'm not allowed to eat anything.
Well, you can drink stuff, though.
I can drink, and I just had a bone broth. But as far as I want to chew something.
You can have Jell-O. You can chew Jell-O. Hey,
I don't think I can have Jell-O. Can I?
Welcome to my world. Yeah,
I can't have red Jell-O or blue Jell-O, right?
Colors.
Is that it?
Yeah. But also, welcome to my world. I'm just getting out of. Today I got to have eggs, like scrambled eggs, because it's day 4 now, so it's not just liquids. But I did it since Sunday.
Yeah.
Liquids and liquids.
Oh, that's right, because you couldn't chew.
Yeah, no chewing.
But you know what? I think this part psychological, because you could have it hurt, right?
They said they gave me a list. I know I'm weird for following the rules.
No,
but there is no chewing. There's no there's mashed potatoes I was allowed. I did have, and I had cottage cheese. They said was calcium and protein were good for the rebuild of it all, but.
I'd sell my mother right now for a bowl of mashed potatoes.
I know. You know what, to be honest with you, when do I ever just eat mashed potatoes? So they were kind of good there for a little bit. I know, they really...
And I got to say, my daughter crushes. She's got a mean mashed potato game. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gravy on it, so unless it's Kentucky Fried Chicken gravy.
Oh, I forgot. That's so weird.
So it's just dry mashed potatoes are fine with me.
You won't eat homemade gravy, but whatever they have at Kentucky Fried?
Just a little bit. I don't need it sopped in it. It's really just for the flavor, because their flavor, whatever they put, is so good.
But don't you need that flavor a little bit on each bite?
No. I need a little bit on the whole mound, and then I'll take mostly mashed potatoes, and then just the flavor, just for taste. It's like a condiment to me.
Oh, that's crazy. I drench my stuff in gravy.
And then you're just tasting the gravy. You're not tasting the food.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I love gravy. Like,
right.
What's the problem here? Yeah.
I want to taste the food.
You taste both if you do it right, but
like one of the highlights of Thanksgiving is my wife's turkey gravy. She's no joke.
What do you put it on turkey? Then you don't taste the turkey?
Put it on. Well, you taste the turkey. You're putting it on. I'm not doing the Gareth where I drench the whole thing in there, but put it on there. You put it on. If we have mashed potato, put it on stuffing.
So you have so this is just funny to me. So you have when you're you have a plate at Thanksgiving, and on there is turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and corn or whatever, and on that plate, like I guess except for the corn, everything is covered in gravy.
Not covered. But
you have gravy on each. You have turkey. You have turkey with gravy on it. You have why is there stuffing on gravy?
Because gravy makes everything better.
The stuffing is
what's
already
the difference if it was salt? If everything had salt on it,
I don't put any salt on anything. I do put salt on corn on the cob, and I recently tried it on boiled egg, and it's decent.
3 days ago, you were eating knockoff SpaghettiOs.
It was good too.
So forgive me if I'm not holding your.
I was eating the Aldi brand, the Bonitalia. SpaghettiOs with meat.
The fact that you don't have to chew that is scary.
I know. It really just slides right down. It was really, yeah. And I know you would hate the sauce. I know you would. You want to know how sweet. I know that? It's not. You know I don't like sweets. I know it's like tangy. So I'm like, I know you would hate it because I really liked it. And I'd probably taste nothing like it's supposed to taste like as far as tomato sauce goes.
Do you have another can of it at home?
I don't. I was my only one. It was only 58 cents.
I just want to see what the ingredients are.
Oh, I threw out the garbage. Yeah, garbage.
I'm dying to see what kind of poisons they got in that thing and what the shelf life is. Like, I think if it's like, when it says like best if used by, I guarantee you it's like 2091.
But that's good. That means you can have it. Like, what if there's a hurricane that I have that? Like, why is that a bad thing?
Speaking of hurricanes, didn't you, did they release like the hurricane predictions or something like that today?
Yeah, they're saying like.
What are they saying?
We do this every year. It depends on who you ask. Like, I don't know that anything official. I think NOAA,
that
comes
out Noah
today.
That put it out?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it today or it's coming up? I don't remember, to be honest with you. I sent that this morning, but
what are they saying about the area?
We just need a year off.
Yeah, it's hot out here, so it's probably going to get hit bad again.
Yeah.
They don't want to fear monger. You know what I mean? It can't be.
Of course, they want to fear monger. It gets clicks.
No,
that's exactly what they want to do.
No, especially after last year. I think that fear stuff has to be held at bay for a bit. But
I think on the local level, Monica, they want to maybe for now, keep the fear mongering at bay. But I think that NOAA wants to keep it at bay. They want clicks.
What are But then when you click on it and it says we'll be fine.
Huh?
Then then the headline is crazy, and then we skip on we click on it and it's oh no, we're gonna be fine. What's the point of that?
No, they're just gonna keep it going and get a little worried and make sure you're prepared and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I think everybody's prepared after last year.
That's just my opinion. Last few years.
Yeah.
I hope this is gonna sound kind of bad.
Don't say it.
I hope it's kind of rough. And a lot of people who did come down here go, maybe Florida's not the greatest place.
That happened after last year. Let's keep it. I mean, I don't want anything bad, but let's scare those people who don't know any better.
What I'm saying.
Let's just say the housing market, the inventory has gone up greatly.
Yeah.
Good.
True story. It's gone up greatly, which means it drops the prices down.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a lot of people who, Trump pissed off the Canadians. So allegedly you have a lot of Canadians who are selling their Florida homes.
Yeah, get out of here, Ian.
Right. I don't think Ian's your problem. But yeah, we'll catch up on. I guess what game 2 is tomorrow night for the next. Hopefully, I'm feeling up to it. That's all right. We got a lot to get to today.
So wait a minute. So
what?
wait. Oh, that's right. You're off tomorrow. I forgot about that. So
Word.
You have. What time is your thingy scheduled? What time is your butt?
Allegedly at 7 a.m. I'll find out.
7 a.m. butt stuff.
I just got butt stuff and throat stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting it both ends.
Yeah.
Welcome to my
the
world,
pig roast
sir.
into the beach bash, dog. Chill.
That's it. I just got to hope they put the scope down my throat first. That's it. Because from what I understand, they may clean it all, but from what I understand, the scope itself is the same.
Oh, It is not. That's insanity.
No, I mean
they have separate stuff wrapped, sealed in those little package thingies.
Okay. No,
and even if that's true, which I highly doubt, but even if it is, then they're going to use. Of course, they're going to do the mouth first. Unless your doctor hates you.
Unless I pissed him off. I don't even know this guy, to be honest with you. I've never even, the guy that's doing it tomorrow, I've never even met him.
I know who it is. I actually just realized I know who it is. And he listens to the Tampa station and he likes me and he sides with me on everything. So good luck with your throat thing tomorrow.
Good luck finding that unicorn. We'll be right back.
I've been dreaming, floating down the stream and losing touch with all the streams.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. With the economic landscape in a constant state of flux, consumers are understandably concerned about how car prices will be affected. While no one has a crystal ball to predict the future, I will say that if you're planning on purchasing a new vehicle in the next year, now would be a good time to pull the trigger. Luckily, our inventory here at Stingray is in great shape with over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles available, including a huge selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray on I-4 has no dealer fee, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. So while other dealers will charge a hefty fee on top of the advertised price of the vehicle, rest assured that you won't pay that here. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm. I'd like to invite you to join the pros at Mastery Suzuki Repower Center as we celebrate World Boating Day, a global salutation to recreational boating. On Friday, May 23rd, Mastery Suzuki Repower will host an open house. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., you can tour the facility, meet our certified techs, and hear testimonials. Visitors will also receive a special gift that will help you enjoy the holiday weekend. Mastery Engine Center is located at 5400 118th Avenue North in Clearwater. Mastery Suzuki Repower wants to celebrate World Boating Day with you. We hope to see you there.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richie. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richie on US 19. Ken Ganley Kia NewportRichie.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
Too soon?
You ain't right.
What'd you say?
You ain't right. Although I got to tell you, you got to watch.
What'd you say?
Said I got to watch. It's hockey, you know?
Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's a good question, because Dizzy said something earlier before how he's just watching the games, even though he doesn't care who wins. I can't do that with any other sport. I have football, I can do it, and like international football, the other football, I can watch a game and I don't care who's playing. But I can't do that with any other sport. I can't do it with basketball. I can't do it with I can't do it with baseball. I certainly can't do it with baseball. That's for sure.
Baseball, I'm with you. Baseball for me is the most fun physically being there. It's a lot of fun.
Baseball is?
Yeah, I'm not anti-baseball by any means. And when the Cubs were winning, because my cousin's a huge fan, I was watching all of that, and I stayed up till forever to watch those games, World Series and all of that. But then that's something vested. If I'm just watching baseball, it has to either be like at a beach bar where it's there and it's something to watch. You know what I mean? But physically being at any, and honestly, and I don't, no disrespect to the Rays, go Rays. But I love a AA, AAA. Like I love
Do you like that stuff?
It's
like
just,
the tarpons and everything?
Yeah, I really do. I feel like they put so much more effort, and they have such fun themes and giveaways, and to me, it just feels more fun. Like even with football, laugh all you want. I love me some at UFL, and I don't care what you say until you watched a game. They're exciting.
I know.
But this Saturday, I'm going to the Tampa Bay Inferno. It's the women's tackle football, okay? Women's tackle football. And it's not lingerie crap where it's all wussy. It is honestly, come on, until you've been to a game, honestly, the Tampa Inferno, they used to play at Sickles, which was kind of cool because it was super close to me. But
at a high school, okay. Yeah. Now I'm in.
They were playing at their professional games, playing at a high school?
At a football, at their field. Well, they're not going to sell out Raymond James. I mean, what do you want them to do? And if more people watched,
college, maybe like a small college that has a
if more people watched and got involved, maybe they would. But it's
right. But where do they get changed? I guess
you got to come in your uniform.
I guess they're using the boys and girls locker rooms for the home and the visiting team.
I guess I'm not behind the scenes. All I know is it's honestly I've been to one before, and it's honestly fun.
Full pads.
Yes, these chicks don't F around. They are like physically tackling. Yes, I'm telling you, it's a fun time.
Consistently.
Yes, stop. Yes, they are.
I don't know. I watched the WNBA, and I said this before. Before Caitlin Clark, they would go back and forth to buckets, not making one for a lot of transitions. So
they are professional football players. So they don't just let anybody into the league. I'm not saying it's like the NFL, but I'm saying they're really serious players. I want to say they take on West Palm. Is it West Palm this weekend?
But it's 1st and 5, not 10, right? Isn't that the rule?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
See, you don't even know.
How would I know?
I just
I'm
made
not
a joke
on their
about them, and you were like, "Yeah, that's probably right."
I'm not in charge of the sticks. I don't know what they're doing. It looks like I don't know. That's a good question.
Speaking of the sticks, did I see that they made a decision that they've worked with? I believe it's Sony, and the sticks are a thing of the past.
Your brain is so anti women's tackle football. You heard sticks and went straight music.
No, not music. I'm talking about the NFL.
Oh,
they're doing all those rules votes and everything else.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw a headline at least, but I didn't get to read about it.
What?
That the NFL has struck a deal with Sony, and they're going to put X amount of additional cameras in the stadiums and get rid of moving the chains.
Oh, last I heard they were going to do they were voting on doing it electronically.
Right, and I think they did, and I think they voted for it. I got to look up. I'll look back. I'll look back after it, but I'm pretty sure that was on the docket. And
it was.
And to me, and I'm like, I love when they move the chains. I love when they do a measurement. I love when it comes up just short. And I love when you're watching the game and the referee spotted the ball in the wrong spot.
But see, I hate that. And so, speaking of UFL, if we're going to just combine all the different types of football, in the UFL, you have a super challenge where you can challenge that. You can actually say that was a wrong spot. We're challenging it right now.
You can do that in the NFL too. They challenge the spot all the time.
But they can actually say, okay, now this penalty or whatever. Like they can do whatever they want to do. I'm not saying they can't in the NFL. I'm saying, like you're not yelling at the ref. You're not legally yelling at the ref, but you can, how when the refs and they're like, nope. And even if it's an obvious bad spot and they're like, no, they have to change it. Like, you know what I mean? Oh no, it doesn't run. There's no pride. There's no like, the refs are mad and now, you can't do it. It's not like that in the UFL.
It's all going to move the game forward faster. I get it, but there are
UFL
the moving of the moving of the chains and stuff like that. Like I feel like that's part of what football is, right? And it's a minute.
But it's also mistakes.
It's a small part, right? So this is going to allegedly minimize the mistakes,
Has
and
your
I get
team
it.
ever
And so
lost
you're moving it
because of
forward, and I understand all of that. All I'm saying is, for me, I like that part of the game.
And I do
like
too.
that I like that there's flaws.
Yeah, but it'll
I don't.
slow the
Could be
game
flaws.
down more if you could challenge at any point.
No, yeah, but right now, what's going to happen now is they're going to be, if it's all done digitally and it's all done by computers and robots or whatever the hell they're using, whatever kind of cameras they're using.
I thought it said electronically.
Yeah, so they're setting up cameras. They're setting up additional cameras inside the stadiums, and they're going to do it that way. So it's all going to be done, digitally, I guess, whatever. But I don't know.
But the thing is, I'm with you. I do love, and we're all holding our breath, and oh my gosh, it was by a half an inch short. I like, but then I also, have you ever cheered for a team where that screwed you over? I would rather not have that, even though I love it, just to get it right. Even if it's against my team, I want it right.
I think you say that, but once it's implemented, it's going to get annoying quick. The same way I watch Premier League football, like soccer, they have VAR. And there are times
what's
where
VAR?
So it's
video assisted referee.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's very accurate, but almost too accurate, where there's certain times where like an offside's called, which is just on the wrong side of the defense. But it's like, his kneecap was sticking offside, which shouldn't make a difference really.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's like hairline differences that sometimes ruin plays because it's too precise.
And the other part of that problem is they continue to play.
Yeah.
So, right, it's not like if there's something in question, somebody challenges it, and then the game stops and they go over and they look into it. No. The game keeps going, so then you keep it moving, and then all of a sudden, 30, 40 seconds later, the referee can blow a whistle about a foul that was committed all the way 30, 40 seconds ago. Mm-hmm. And then the penalty kick or whatever, it's like I don't know. I just think that's stuff. I like the human element in sports.
I agree with you. I do like that there is a little of assistance and technology. We do take advantage.
Right.
But there are times where you're like, that was the bad call.
Yeah. And listen, sometimes some of these refs and umpires, baseball, balls and strikes, to be quite honest with you, if you want to bring in a computer to, like, I love when I'm watching a baseball game and it's got the square and you see where the ball is hitting in the strike zone. That I like.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, I watched the game, I was watching a clip the other day, and this thing was like, I wouldn't say it was damn near center, but it was nowhere near the outside part of the strike zone. And the referee called it a ball. I'm like, the umpire called it a ball. I'm like, okay, come on. You get paid a lot of money to do your job. You can't be that way.
But that's the human element you're saying you like.
Yes.
I know.
It's a love-hate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny. I know I can't have it both ways, but sometimes these umpires are just like high.
But, and I'm with you.
You do get rid of some of the bias. That's the good part of the technology. That like if you're a referee,
the important part of the technology.
You're 100% right because a referee can be intimidated by like well, not even just intimidated, but he could change a lot of calls just because you pissed him off.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean? That's my exact point. Yes.
So I will give you that like the bias part of it, taking that out is beneficial, 100%.
Right. But
I don't need that.
You can program the computers to be biased now. That's the crazy part. I'm not saying that's happening. I'm just saying it's possible. You know, if all of a sudden that AI computer program is a big Cowboy fan, and the Cowboys are playing the Bills, and all of a sudden you realize all these penalties aren't being called against the Bills, you know?
Like I said, even if it goes against my team, I would rather have the call correct. Because there's been, it's on both, and they do the makeup penalties or whatever. I don't need any of that. I don't need that back and forth. Let's just call it right the first time and move on.
You're the rules gal.
I am. Follow the rules, damn it.
At least you're not the part. You're consistent with, with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well. People get annoyed, but I am who I is. And listen, what annoys me right now is the fact that when they did this, and I remember them having that convo, JP, about possible assistance and all of that. Why do they have it so far away? Because I forgot. I remember reading that whole article and being all about it. And I'm like, what? It was like forever ago. I don't.
Because they probably have to work out the technology.
Well, then they need to...
there's a concept there, and they go in, and they start talking to Sony, and they strike a deal with Sony, but it's got to be perfected before they implement it.
But do all of that and then vote on it and say, okay, do you want it? Because I don't need to know about it forever ago.
You would think Sony would have to come with a finished product.
Yeah,
and
this
say,
is what we
check
have.
this out. Why don't you give this a shot during...
Yeah.
You know what I was surprised? I can't believe we're talking about football now, but that the NFL gave the okay for their stars to play in the Olympics in the flag football.
I did. I saw that.
I was shocked by that. Shocked. And I don't know what kind of waivers those players are going to have to sign, because I tell you this, if I got, I don't know, it's not so much a quarterback, because the quarterback's not going to get
Travis Hunter.
Much. But if I got Travis Hunter and he's playing in there, and all of a sudden, he snaps his knee and he's out for the season, I'm going to be livid.
Yeah.
And the NHL went through the same thing with this when they had the players playing in the Olympics and all that kind of stuff. And then one time they allowed them, another time they didn't allow them. You're putting your players at risk, unnecessary risk.
FIFA doesn't allow all that. They're like, what you get, like 2 designated players in the Olympics.
You're not Olympics.
I
don't even know. Olympic soccer sucks.
Yeah, it does. That's why. Because it's just a bunch of players who weren't pro that you're like,
right.
What is this? The Inferno?
Yeah, some of them aren't even.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Inferno are tough chicks. Damn it.
Are you going for work reasons, or are you going?
I'm going because I find it very entertaining and I want to support women in sports. And
who's going with you?
My friend, my girlfriend. Why?
George Glass. That friend?
George Glass.
No.
Do you know who George Glass is?
Yeah, yes, I do. You think that's also Jackhammer?
Jackhammer.
Yeah.
You got another chick to go to a football game? That's chick.
People aren't as close-minded as you are. People like to have fun, and it's downtown now. So it's so. I guess the thing is like, okay, we can go and do some stuff downtown.
Downtown. It's at Sickles. You said.
No, it used to be at Sickles.
Oh, sorry. Where's it now?
Now it's at that. I want to say I don't know the name of the field off the top of my head, but in my head, it's that one. Yeah, where the there's that new field downtown. What's that school? It's another high school. I don't even remember.
In downtown St. Pete.
Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Tampa.
Oh, but it's another. It's
like
another
on the
high
water.
School?
It's really
You talking about Blake? Blake High School?
No. What's the name of it? Damn it! I can't think of off the top of my head.
Can I trust? Can you do me? I'm dying to know, and I'm not even trying to be a punk about it. I'm just trying to.
You are.
No, I'm really not. I really want to know what the attendance is for that game, and I'm not trying to crap on it. I want to see.
I'll say this:
if they're getting, do 1,000 people show up?
I don't.
500 people show up.
I don't have a counter at the door, but I know that when I went to last
time.
Use
both your hands. You'll count everyone.
Stop it! It's better than that. I'm telling you, because you got to remember they have friends and family and stuff like that. And the one I went to last time, it was pouring rain. They had to delay it because lightning or whatever. And it was pouring rain, and there was still people hung around, and there was a merch tent, and I got a hat and a shirt, and there's refreshments. Like listen, just because it's not the NFL, people like it.
You bought a hat and a shirt, or they comped?
I did. No.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Was it like the Viper?
Yes.
You bought one?
I bought the Tampa Bay Inferno hat and T-shirt. Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to support them. This is what they're doing. You know, they got to
Good for
travel.
them.
And
They've sold 3 hats now.
all right.
You're a ball breaker.
I'm sorry.
Just so you know,
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to tell you right now, just so you know, the coach, Tampa Bay Tech is where it is. Thank you. The coach, who is the coach of them, is listening right now, and he listens all the time. And he is a really good supporter of this show. So
What's his name?
Coach J.J. Calderon.
Hey, my bad, JJ.
He said it's 300 people on average, which is good. Think about it.
With the players, counting the players?
No, the attendance.
300 people at a high school
On average.
will look good.
Yeah.
At a high school will look good. It will.
I'm saying this is it's a fun thing to do, and hopefully it won't be raining like it was last time. I'm telling you.
And that's tomorrow.
That's
what kind of money
Saturday.
if they're going full contact? What kind of money are these girls making?
Listen,
because they're putting themselves out there. Because you know, there's always going to be that one girl who's like angry, her parents left her, or whatever the hell it is, and she's just looking to knock somebody's head off.
Why is that a scenario? Why isn't it someone who just really likes to play?
Because I'm painting reason in my mind what should be extra hostile, you know, or there's going to be one really big girl, you know, who's playing center.
Listen, there's the offense and defense. You can't just have, and then there's kickers. They're not all going to be the same exact weight.
I know they're not going to be. That's what I'm saying. But there's going to be some big chicks that like throwing girls around. You know what? Do they stream it?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's not going to be televised, but if they stream it, I would check it out.
Listen, I might go Saturday, JP, with the girls, and I'll Facebook Live it or something. And
it's fun to
message
watch.
you so you could watch some of it.
It really is fun to watch because I knew that they played, I knew they tackled, but to watch them, they are dead ass. Like they are not playing around. It is a rough tackle game, and they play to win. So it's
all right. And you going Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah, we both are.
Get down with your bad self. That's awesome. Enjoy it.
Thank
Can you drink?
I love how you. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you quote unquote can drink, but I have
wank.
White Claws.
Yeah. We'll be.
I was going to say I'd be surprised if they were selling alcohol on a high school campus.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
I might have something in my Stanley Cup.
It's JP with Monica and Dizzy. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Neutral presents The Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of everything Bone. Just for you. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete.
Friday night is going to be hosted by me, John Senning, and we'll feature a live performance from my friends Matt and Zach, who will set the perfect beachside vibe as we roast a pig and party all night long. Make your plans now.
Saturday is all about the party. Pool party, games, the Bone broadcasting live, and more. Saturday night, my band Pitbull Toddler hits the stage. The night continues after with a late-night pool party and songs by the bonfire. There's so much more that we have planned. We'll be telling you all about it in the coming weeks.
Book your room now by visiting theboneonline.com. And remember, even if you don't get a room, it's free to come party. The Bone Summer Beach Bash kicks off Friday, July 18th at the Sky Beach Resort. Presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon, at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Chloe dreams of high fives and home runs. As a 2-time cancer survivor, she's already proven she's a force on and off the softball field. At Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, we believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Together, every step of the way. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
The bigger, better, faster Memorial Day sales event is on at Jerry Owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. We'll double your down payment up to $10,000, and your first 3 payments are on us. Plus, visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
The following is sponsored by Bid My Listing. Selling your home? With Ready, the best real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. 2, 5, as much as $10,000 just for the chance to sell your home. So when you're ready to sell, give us a call and give us the basic information about your property. We'll notify all those smart agents who signed up with Ready, and within 48 hours, they'll be competing to sell your home. Pick the best one, get thousands up front. Call Ready, 888-551-READY. That's 888-551-REDY.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. About 14 minutes, we'll give you your bone bonus. A little country mood this morning.
I like this one.
Huh?
I like this one. I listen to country once in a while.
Me too.
It's
once
Iowa
in a while.
girl in me.
For whatever reason, I had Jason Aldean stuck in my head, My Kind of Party, all day yesterday. And still, I would love to. Remember we were talking about the brain, like I was last week. It's like how is it that some days you wake up in a great mood?
That was yesterday, but yes, I do remember.
No, well the yesterday part about the brain was the woman who had a brain hemorrhage. She was able to speak English, then she wasn't able to speak English. Then they went and operated, and she was able to speak English again. That was yesterday's brain thing, but. Yeah, I wonder what it is that makes a song be stuck in your head.
I'll say this. I wake up listen, I am no psychologist, brain expert, whatever, but every day I wake up with some random, ridiculous song in my head that I usually sing to myself, not out loud, but it's in my head in the shower, and I'm like, it's always just so unbelievably random. And I think it's because I listen to The Dove. I fall asleep to The Dove. And so it's like I obviously fall asleep before.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
No, it's calming. It's like nice and it calms me down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fall asleep. I set my the sleep timer or whatever for like 50 minutes, 45 minutes or whatever, which I'll fall asleep in 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. So it's playing. You know what I mean? And my subconscious is hearing it. So maybe it's a song I heard subconsciously and it's just stuck in my brain. Otherwise, what is it?
I have no idea.
I got to make sense out of it. Otherwise, I'll go crazy.
Me too. A little bit of a story that you would probably appreciate the most. Yesterday, it was just me and my son, and we decided to go for a steak dinner. Right? Catch up. It was good. It was great, actually. I was very, very happy about it. And but we split a ribeye steak, like a tomahawk steak, and I brought the.
How do you split that?
They come, they slice it at the table, and he has half, I have half. We have some accoutrements, and it's filling. That's it. I can't eat one of those steaks by myself. Not a chance. Either can he. So we split steak. Anyway, I brought the bone home, and I got on the floor with my dog, so the dog can chew at the bone. But I can't just let him have the bone. But he's pulling the meat off with his front teeth and have it at it. Mm-hmm. There was one point where I'm almost positive the dog smiled at me.
Oh, well, yeah.
Was like, dude, you are the man.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I laid on the floor with the dog probably for about 20 minutes, a little bit more. It was probably the best part of other than the dinner with my son, probably the best part of my day.
I'm reading this book, and I thought of you actually. Where this
naked?
What? No. I'm reading this book where one of the characters is
not this time. Okay, next time. That's cool.
No, is a guy who has a wife and 2 kids.
The disgust.
And he's got I'm powering through, man. And he's got a job that takes up a lot of his time and whatever. And so when he came home and he opened the door and he put his keys, whatever, he was doing this and he stood there for a second and he thought, man, the days of a puppy and 2 toddlers, almost knocking me over at the door, screaming and yelling, "Daddy," are way gone, I guess. And he's like, I was kind of sad. And I was like, but that sounds like chaos. When I get home and I close the door, I'm like, let me just put my stuff away. Let me just relax. I don't need a puppy and 2 kids attacking me. That's insanity.
You know what, though? That was the best.
That's what he was saying.
Probably the best period of my life was when the kids were young like that.
But also it took up think of all the constant. You had to nonstop.
I know. But well, you know what? That's it. When they're running to the door, I mean, it's not like you're on, maybe you're on soccer field and everything, but nothing's really all that serious. And it's like good time stuff. But when you walk in the door, man, and your family runs to you, there's nothing else. There's nothing in my life so far, nothing better than that, man.
But wouldn't it be better if, okay,
take
that.
Out at this point? Yeah, 100%.
I'm saying, so I don't.
I'm totally. Oh, no.
I'll never understand the paradox.
That part was phenomenal, but I'm willing to compare it to them leaving. Those same people. The dog could stay.
That same doorway, instead of them running at you, you're chasing them. You're waving bye to them out the door, and they're on the other side of it. The same doorway,
and tackling them so I take their keys and they can't get in.
You're going to be so. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. When baby girl comes back I guess if she starts in the spring, when she comes back for the summer break, if she doesn't stay and work or whatever, you're going to be soft daddy. You are going to be, okay, whatever you want, Isabella, you do this and here you go and here's this. And I am calling it right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you about yesterday.
You're going to forget about yesterday. You're going to miss your girl.
Yesterday, We had to drop her car off at the mechanic because it was, quote, making a squeak when I hit the brakes and now when I hit the gas. Okay. I make the arrangements. You drop the car off. I called them. They're expecting the car. Just leave it there with the key in the cup holder, and we're good.
And she's been there before, or has she never been there before?
Yeah. No, she's cool. So she dropped it off and then went to school. My son drove her to school, all school. I get the phone call. Yeah, her rear brakes. I don't know what she's doing, but they're metal on metal. So, yeah, she needs new brakes, new rotors. And while we have it, she's a few hundred miles away from an oil change that I know she would have never remembered to do. $540.
Nope.
So
she paid it.
I had her meet me there, and I called her up, and I said, because she was out with her friends, with one of her friends. I said, I need you to meet me at the shop. We got to get your car. I said, and you need to go take $500 out of the bank.
Oh, she did not like that.
And she's like, what do you mean?
It's the real world, baby. You got to pay.
She goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it's $540. I said, I'm going to spot you the 40.
Nice. What a good dad.
My ex-husband logic, yeah.
But the 500, that's on you, girlie. And she was pissed.
But here's the thing. I'm normally on her side.
I know
but
you
this
are.
is real world stuff. Like you take care of your car or you have to pay. Like that's just facts.
Yeah, maintenance is part of it.
Yeah, you don't just get to do whatever you want and then someone else pays the bill. I mean, I wish.
Right. At this point, when you're dealing with, it's her first time that she had a car repair to deal with.
That's part of life.
And
do you think she's going to take care of that car now? Because I think she is.
Right. This car's got 50,000 miles on it. So it was, it was probably due. It was probably due, 8,000 miles before, 5,000 miles before she decided to tell me about it.
Also, JP, I'm extremely shocked and proud that you stuck to it. Part of me thinks that because just from before, like you have a soft spot. There's nothing wrong with that, but I could see her getting upset and negotiating, and then you saying, "Oh, she's got street smarts. Okay, fine. I'll pay half or whatever."
Oh, she's not the one I had to negotiate with. My wife was pissed
that you made her pay
for it.
You have to stay strong on this. You have to stay strong.
I have no plans on cracking.
Good for you. Yeah, and you know what we always say: if you and I are agreeing on something,
I know.
And
I even said to the guy, and here's what I love about this shop that I take it to. It's a father-daughter running the place. Love it.
You know what I picture? I picture what's the chick?
Tell him Large Marge sent you. No, none of that.
No, I picture on my cousin Vinny. What's the chick's name? And she's like a car expert. My father's father. Yeah, my father's father. My two uncles on his side.
My father was a mechanic. My brothers are both my brothers are mechanics. My uncles are mechanics.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was pissy about it. I'm like,
I know.
I even said to the guy, I'm like, let me ask you a question, Joe, because the guy's name is Joe. I'm like, Joe, and the daughter. I go, who should be paying for this? And she goes, you. And he goes, you drive the car? And he's talking to Isabella. She goes, yeah. He's like, it's on you, man. Sorry, it's on you.
Got to take
And I was just smiling from ear to ear. I wasn't trying to rub it in her face and be a dick about it, but at the same time, I was like, you're gonna deal with this one.
You knew you were right here, and also, all that does is. It is a tough lesson to learn, and for that part, I do feel bad for a little bit. It's a tough lesson, but having said that, you got to take care of your stuff. Like that's going to make sure you remember. I got to take my oil change, and on a regular basis, I got to make sure my tires are rotated. That's responsibility.
But at any point, you're going to need brakes.
Yeah,
you know, she was going to need brakes at some point.
But probably
so she probably just waited too long, and now she needed rotors and the whole deal.
Also, we've all done it, lady. It ain't. This ain't. You're just it's singling you out to screw you over. This is just life.
No, but that's a big chunk to come out of her savings account.
What's she gonna do when she comes here? And she is literally gonna have to, real life is gonna smack her in the face.
Well, I told her you weren't here when I had the conversation. It was either Monday or Tuesday. I said to her, I'm like, you better have $5,000 in the bank before you leave for school. I'm like, you better have $5,000 in the bank.
She's not paying rent. She has nothing to do but save money.
I said, I'm paying for everything when it comes to the school itself.
100.
Plus your travel back and forth, the whole deal. I said, I repeat, I am not financing your social life.
Yeah.
I am not financing spring break trips.
Good.
Like you're not using my JetBlue or my Delta miles so you can go to Cancun and bang dudes.
You got to learn how to budget. You have to learn to get bargains. You have to learn what to sacrifice so you can do something you want. Like this is all part of, what happens. And either she's going to, I'm afraid, okay, if you had to bet money, because I know you're a gambler, man. If you had to bet money that she, and this is from a neutral spot, not a daddy, I love her spot.
Okay.
If you had to gamble, that she either crashes and burns and runs through her whole money thinking she'll be fine and then you'll bail her out, or she really does a really good job and she budgets and she's like, I'm doing great. I'm kind of proud of myself here and I have money left over for this and that.
She'll do a good job, and here's why. She's inherently cheap.
This is why
she'll spend money, like she'll buy clothes and that kind of stuff, but she won't. She'll probably get herself a job.
Good.
I would think.
Good.
But she's cheap.
Frugal or cheap? Because there's a difference.
She's cheap. With her own money, she's cheap. With my money, she's got no problems.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to dipping into her account, ooh, she don't like that.
Nobody does.
She doesn't.
There. It would be nice to have somebody who I could dip into their account.
She don't dig it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I feel like this might be the first harsh lesson that'll put her on that track. And
yep.
And it's weird. How do you feel as a parent? Because you're obviously a good dad. They've had so many experiences. You
know what? I don't know if they'd agree with you. Well, I don't know if she'd agree with you.
Well, she's too young to appreciate it right now. She's gonna
Monica,
go.
I got to be honest with you. I hope you're right.
I know I'm right
because it's difficult.
There's no way. When you were her age and you weren't, did you appreciate everything? You just don't even realize it until you leave and understand.
Yeah.
Exactly how good these kids had
guess.
it. But also, she's going to. Like I said, she's going to come back and you're going to be like, oh, I miss my baby girl. And she's going to be changed. It's inevitable. It's impossible for her not to be changed after being away from home.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't come on with that pronoun nonsense, which I don't think she's going to. We're cool. She won't. Not that one.
You got to prepare yourself for the...
How many times have I told you that girl is me? For better or for worse.
You never went off to college in a different state.
Yes, I did. I went to Connecticut. I went to Quinnipiac College for a little while. Couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Also, you need to get on TikTok because you will have an insight into your daughter's future. They have nothing, but my algorithm somehow got on to UT students and the life that they live and the things that they do.
Yeah, it's a rough life, huh?
And I know. That's the thing. There was these two chicks that I wanted to punch in the face because they were like, the pros and cons of going to UTampa. The pros. I'm sorry, the cons. And the cons were like, ladies, shut up.
What were the cons?
Well, for the 1 year we didn't. This one restaurant on campus wasn't open or whatever, and this there's not a lot of places to eat around here, and like just stupid crap that has nothing to do with real life. And then the pros we're the only one with a Dairy Queen in the campus. So like just people stop it with your.
That's a true story. When we were doing the tour, did I tell you this? When I was doing the tour, the guy's like, there's 2 Starbucks, and there's So we're doing a tour, and it's not a private tour, so it's a group, and it's student-run tour or whatever. It's a nice enough kid, and he goes, and there's 2 Starbucks, and we are the only, as far as we know, we're the only college campus in the country that's got a Dairy Queen on campus, and I'm in the back, and I go, yo. Enough with the Dairy Queen. Tell me about science. The other parents are laughing. The kids are looking at me like I'm crazy. My daughter, no, she wanted me dead on the spot. Yeah. Boom. The look that I got. But I'm like, I'm not giving you 50. I don't give a rat's ass if she has to walk far to get a coffee.
That was the other con. If you have a course in this class or whatever, you got to walk almost 10 minutes. Shut the F up.
Yeah. You got to walk almost 10 minutes. Poor you. You have to walk almost 5 minutes to get to the hammocks. You got to walk 7 minutes to get to the pools.
She's like, the beaches are here and close, but they're over half an hour away. Shut up. What about your classes? Anything about school, academia, like anything? No?
But that's why she originally wanted to go to FAU. It's on the beach. That school is on the beach. I'm like, well, you should have studied.
You know what? If you had a Dairy Queen on campus, wouldn't you love $1,000 to go there?
Yep.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
home. As in, I can't wait till my kids leave home. Head to the free 102.5 The Bone app now. Enter the word home. You have before 12:30 for your shot to win $1,000 with the Bone bonus. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck with that. We're about 15 minutes away from Dead Guy in the Envelope and a lot more, too. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
It's like we're looking at mirrors.
Yeah, I'm seeing the future me. The future's a little dim, I guess.
Listen to the Mike Calta show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 1025 The Bone app. 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone.
Head to the contest page at theboneonline.com to enter to win tickets to see George Lopez at the Hard Rock Special Events Center inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino June 8th at 8 p.m. Enter for your chance to win tickets at theboneonline.com.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Why wait for Memorial Day when Brandon Ford has the largest inventory and biggest savings in history happening now during our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale with discounts on every vehicle and no tariffs. Over 1,000 F-150s available at record low prices. New 2025 F-150 STX Super Cruise at $37,745, up to $10,000 off MSRP. And save up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2025 F-150 XLT 4x4 hybrids with rates as low as 2.9% on select 2025 F-150s on approved credit. New 2025 F-250 and F-350 Super Duties at $100 over factory invoice. And that includes a free custom spray and bed liner. Over 800 Super Duties available to choose from. So if you want a super mega sale deal with no tariffs, get to our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale at Brandon Ford, the largest volume Ford truck dealer in America. Highway 60 and 301 in Tampa, and at BrandonFord.com. No bull, no surprises, real prices.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt if you listen to the news that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So This is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
I love this song! I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey there, I'm Phil Briggs, Navy veteran and host of CBS Eye on Veterans weekly radio show and podcast. And I often think of my old boss in the Navy, Commander Reed, especially when I'm trying to motivate my kids. Now I know how he must have felt trying to motivate me. This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate those who go above and beyond for us every day. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/celebrate. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Hour number 2 of the show brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. We'll get to Dead Guy in the envelope in just a couple minutes. I also just found out there's a little bit of an announcement to make, so I will make that announcement after Dead Guy in the Envelope. You may not want to miss that one.
Here he comes.
Look, huh? What's the matter?
Here comes Mike Olivero. I don't know. I'm sorry. He's right here.
Oh, okay. No,
What's happening?
we'll announce. What's up? What's up, Mike? What's the matter? What just happened? What's
Nothing.
going on?
I'm just distracted by Mike Olivero right now. He's got something and he's giving it to me and I like it.
He's come bearing gifts.
Is it 8 inches of limp D?
And he's
Oh,
frozen
my God.
custard, and I'm in for it because I have a tooth situation and I need something cold on it.
Okay.
I love it. Andy's frozen custard ice cream.
Is the announcement have anything to do with the thought circle?
No, nothing to do with the thought
turn this
circle, as a matter of fact.
Thank you,
Nothing
Mike
to do with
Olivero,
this-
for thinking of us.
Nothing to do with the thought circle, nothing to do with the beach blast. Something completely different.
Okay.
That I'm looking forward to announcing. I just saw this.
Right now, or?
No.
After Dead
Jesus,
Guy?
nobody's listening to
I
anything
did.
that's going
No, I
on.
didn't.
After Dead Guy.
After Dead Guy, I will do the announcement. I was just reading this thing.
This is good.
I don't necessarily like the phrase generational talent. They use it in they use it in sports because I feel like they use it and it gets used a little bit willy-nilly. But I was just watching this thing and Lady Gaga is now one award away from an EGOT.
Oh, good for her.
So she just got an Emmy, believe it or not, for a song she did for the NFL for the Super Bowl. It's called Hold My Hand, and she won the Sports Emmy in the category of Outstanding Music Direction for singing Hold My Hand before the Super Bowl began in this year's host city in New Orleans. So now she's got the Emmy, she's got the Oscar, And was the G the Golden Globe? Is that what the G is?
Grammy.
The Grammy? Yeah, she's definitely got the Grammys. Duh, that was stupid of me.
Golden Globes.
So now she needs a.
Might not have a Golden Globe, but she got an ass that won't quit.
Yeah.
She sure does. She sure does. And by the way, did you guys either one of you ever see the documentary 5'2" about her?
No. What is it on?
It's called I think it's
Why
on.
is it called 5'2"? That just feels weird.
It's called 5'2", and it came out around when her album was coming out, and she was finding out that she was going to be doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl, and when it was in Houston, and she was like coming down from the sky and the whole deal. And I watched the whole documentary, and she's living through some stuff, man. She's living through, woman in the entertainment business, that whole thing, and that's real, and a lot of pain that she's got to go through. And she was actually. That was one show. I actually had tickets to go see Lady Gaga because listen, I've seen one pop show. I saw Milli Vanilli with my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
In 1990. And other than that, I've never been to a pop show. I've never been. Right. So I wanted to go see Lady Gaga.
Like Pink. You would like a lot of pop.
I would like Pink. I think I would like to just to see the show. I don't love the music. I'm not going to lie. I don't love the music. But in both of those cases, I like the people.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've seen enough in interviews or documentaries or whatever it is to know that I like the people. I really like Lady Gaga.
I feel like you're a closeted pop singer. Like when
no one's singer, I am far from a singer.
Like when no one's home, you're singing like No Doubt and stuff.
He does the Tom Cruise. He does the Tom Cruise slide in while he
and he's singing, "I'm just a girl."
Yep.
No,
I see it. I completely see it.
No. But I like this Lady Gaga chick, and then the idea just popped in my head. Like, is she a generational talent? And you think about all the stuff that this chick has done. Forget the awards.
We're gonna need to define generational talent then.
That's what I'm trying to get to, because in sports they throw it around all over the place. This one's a generational talent. This one's going to be, especially when it's around draft time. Travis Hunter's a generational talent. We don't know anything that they've done yet, but they're going to throw the word around. And this chick, she's done, she's a Tony Award. And if ever there was an award that was like an award that was within striking distance for her, it would be a Tony Award, because it's, that's Broadway. It's the stage and stuff like that. She could totally do that and perform the music for it and write the music for it and all that kind of stuff. So I think she'll be in that rarefied EGOT air, where I know Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, I believe, is in there. And I think Eminem's got the EGOT, doesn't he?
Oh, does he?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh.
He does, right? Yeah.
What play was he in? What musical was he in?
What musical? What do you mean?
For the
that's
Tony.
what a Tony Award is.
Oh, then he probably doesn't have it.
Let me just say.
Was it Bruno Mars I'm thinking of? I think Eminem was just the first to get the hip-hop Grammy. That's probably what we're thinking.
Let's see.
I didn't realize.
Eminem is okay. He's one Tony Award away from winning the EGOT. Okay. So he's got the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and that seems to be the way that goes. And I know I'm pretty sure Trent Reznor. Let me just make from Nine Inch Nails. He's got it.
I didn't know. I didn't realize so many people were so close to
No,
it.
he's another one. He's a Tony Award away from winning the. Okay, so
get in the game. What if Trent Reznor? What if Trent Reznor and Eminem did a show and they got their Tony, and that show got their Tony, and they got their EGOT together?
And they both got it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be pretty wild.
I'd be down for that.
But I'm sitting there, I'm like, this chick has done almost everything there is to do in show business. And she's done it in different formats. Like, she went out there and she performed with Metallica at the Grammys and crushed it. She really did. And she was killer. She's done, she started out her career in a Led Zeppelin cover band, and if you go back and listen to clips of her singing Led Zeppelin, she's nasty. And then she's got, all these other awards and the halftime show and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, if that's not a generation, what would be defined as a generational talent, I don't know what is. Does that make sense?
I think the generational talent situation. I'm not complete and nothing but respect
question?
for her.
Maybe it's.
I think maybe legend or icon or something, but generational talent doesn't.
Well, how many pop stars? She came out in the early 2000s, right?
Did she? I don't remember.
Yeah. What, Poker Face?
She wasn't the 90s. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
When did Poker Face come out?
I love that you're
probably 2005, 2008. So she's damn near 20 years in. You know, she's 18 years in. And, right? 18, 17 years in? Whatever. 17 years in. And still going. Still, you know, I guess you got Beyonce in there as well and that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there are other names.
She doesn't have the other stuff.
Yeah, but the awards are impressive, and I love what it does for, like you said, women in Hollywood and music world or whatever. Nothing but respect for her.
Yeah.
I just don't know if she's the name I think of immediately. She's in there. She's in the, she's one of the names, probably in one of the first 5 names, but
Beyonce would probably come first, right?
You got to think Taylor Swift. You got to think Mariah
Swizzle.
Carey, who she's been going since the 90s. And I understand the awards part of it, but even if Mariah Carey doesn't have a Tony, she certainly has all the first female this and number ones over the Beatles and all. She's got a million other statistics, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I wanted to go see this chick pretty bad because I wanted to see what all the hype was about as far as the live show goes, and then she busted her hip and canceled it, and that was the end of that.
Would you go if she went out again? Would you just try it again?
Yeah, I would go. I would go see Pink too.
Why?
Pink has a whole show.
Because I think they put on good shows.
Yeah,
she doesn't have good music though.
I like Pink. I like a lot of her music.
You know what, dude?
You can't name 3 Pink songs. Not you, Monica. JP.
Oh, don't you doubt me.
You're Googling it now.
No, I have him. I actually have him in my phone. Hold, please.
That's just like Googling.
It's not Googling. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about.
She has Get the Party Started. And there's another one.
She got Raise Your Glass.
Don't know what that is.
Raise Your Glass.
She's got Blow Me, and then
she got
parentheses. You know this song.
I don't know.
Watch.
No, I've never heard this song.
Wait till she starts going with the lyrics.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hey, listen, wise ass.
Like her. Yeah, I really like her.
She's overrated. She's always been overrated to me.
I think she has a beautiful voice. She was, okay, I will say this.
She sells out stadiums, dude. Not arenas, stadiums.
Okay.
Because she does a whole aerial show with that stuff in the air. And
Beyonce sells out stadiums. Her music sucks right now. So
her country music sucks.
And she still does well.
Oh, and by the way, she still got a Grammy for it.
Yeah, exactly. So
right. I know she's playing MetLife Stadium tonight, actually. But they're going to probably cancel that show because we're in the middle of a nor'easter. It's 49 degrees outside and raining sideways.
What is happening?
Tell me about
it. Gareth, what do you think of? Because when I think of Pink, and I'm with you in that maybe she's not got the most beautiful voice in the world or whatever, but she was on with Christina Aguilera, Maya.
Oh, the Moulin Rouge song.
Yeah, the Lady Marmalade.
I'll give you those 2 songs that I know that are like, okay, those were good songs.
Yeah.
But also, those are from like 2002.
Yeah, those are old. Those are old. She sounded good on that. She did her little riff. She did, Christina kicked everyone's ass, but she was definitely good.
Beyonce is performing at MetLife tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Especially with the Shakira stuff after happening. There's still.
What happened with Shakira?
You didn't hear about there was a huge measles exposure at her concert, and it was at the MetLife Stadium.
That's right. Someone with measles went.
And got everybody.
Super spreader.
Now people have the measles?
Well, they definitely infected people because it's super contagious.
Yeah, there's no way anyone, like not one person walked away with measles. Give me a break. Someone has measles.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Whoever was sitting in the direct area of that person probably got measles.
So messed up.
Or if they were in line with this person, they probably got measles.
You know this song too, Diz.
Not right. It sounds a little familiar.
Dealio.
Look at you.
Well,
yeah, I thought so too. I'm like, whoa.
Okay, Monica, calm down. You know what you should do to prove to Garrett that she's talented and good is you should start dancing, really.
It's funny you say this. We have Danielle, Radio Danielle, on today with Sending Show. She's a diehard Pink fan, and we argue with her every week about how bad we think Pink is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, I don't think she's bad. I think she's...
I think she's good.
No.
I think she's a talented chick. You guys just hate women. That's the problem.
The rafters.
I said I like her.
They just... No, not you. I mean, him and Senning. You guys just look at women as sexual beings, and that's all they're good for.
Is that what you think?
She's cute, though. She is cute, too, though.
That's the whole thing. You hate the ladies.
No, I'll go see like a SZA concert.
You misogynistic prick. I think SZA just played here. My daughter's friends all went to go see SZA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yep. They all went to go see the SZA. I didn't even know what she was.
What do you mean? Like music-wise? You've heard her music.
Yeah.
You just don't know it's her music.
I don't know if I have.
Yeah.
I really don't know if I have.
Really? Well, you must. If you listen to some Kendrick, they have a lot of songs together.
Well, I was going to say, I know she came out with Kendrick, but I don't remember her doing all that much.
She sang one of the songs, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really paying all that much attention to it. But, she went to, and my daughter's going to see The Weeknd. Blip. That dude sucks. That I don't like. I don't even want her to go.
He's all right. He's good. I don't know if I'd go pay to see him, but he's good. He's a good
Oh,
singer.
she paid to see him.
Yeah, he's expensive.
He's expensive. And then she came looking at me. I'm like, she's like, can you get tickets? I'm like, nope.
Plus, you got this car payment, girl. You
better start saving for this car.
Yeah, this was a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay.
I think the show was in a few weeks, I think. I'm not even sure. All right, dead woman in the envelope. And then after the dead woman in the envelope, we will have a little announcement, which is cool.
Which, by the way, that both Gareth and I don't even know. So this is like an announcement.
You kind of know about it.
Oh,
I'm a boo if I don't like it. So make sure it's good.
I'm gonna boo.
You are probably gonna boo.
Oh, okay.
To be quite honest with you. I got a white woman. You definitely know her best from television. She's been icon. She's an icon, no doubt.
Okay.
Monifa.
Did this icon die under the age of 50?
No. No, she did not die under the age of 50.
I'm going to make this a little easier. Did she die in the 2000s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did. So, you got a dead white woman from television. She's an icon. Died in the 2000s and did not die under the age of 50. 800-771-1025 is the phone number. Your yes or no questions for Dead Guy in the Envelope on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Coming up next. Be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm. I'd like to invite you to join the pros at Mastery Suzuki Repower Center as we celebrate World Boating Day, a global salutation to recreational boating. On Friday, May 23rd, Mastery Suzuki Repower will host an open house. From 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., you can tour the facility, meet our certified techs, and hear testimonials. Visitors will also receive a special gift that will help you enjoy the holiday weekend. Master Engine Center is located at 5400 118th Avenue North in Clearwater. Mastery Suzuki Repower wants to celebrate World Boating Day with you. We hope to see you there.
The Calta Signature Combo continues only at Shark Coast Tactical. Will is bringing back the Calta Shotty just in time for hurricane season. What is the Calta Shotty, you ask? This 12-gauge Mossberg riot gun pistol grip shotty is paired with a tactical scabbard, and it's all for only $225. The Calta Shotty is as American as apple pie, and it's only available at Shark Coast Tactical. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and always open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Look for Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Get in there and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. 4, going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
It's starting to get warm, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioner. And trust me, you want to make certain that your HVAC system is working properly before the real heat gets here. But if you need a new system, Climate Design has rebates now through the month of May. So if you've been thinking about switching out your unreliable HVAC system with the new one, Climate Design Home Services has you covered. Earn up to $1,300 off brand new Train systems, and Climate Design will match it with up to $2,600. That price cannot be beat in this Florida heat, folks. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. Having peace of mind, knowing your AC is in working order before you need it, that is reinsurance that you can feel good about. Go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com, or give them a call, 727-295-1572.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Customers often ask, what's the right mattress for me? At the Original Mattress Factory, our answer is always the same. It's all about personal preference. You should select the one that feels right to you, because there isn't a one-mattress-fits-all solution. That's why we offer a selection of quality and comfort choices for every preference. And our sales team will help you find the right product for your specific needs. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have the right mattress for just about everyone. Stop by to find yours today.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute, and sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tapa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tapaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Mark Spain Real Estate is the sponsor. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Your clues so far is you have a white woman, an American woman that you know from television. You know best from television, that's for sure. She did not die under the age of 50, and she did die in the 2000s. All right, now your job is to ask yes or no questions. You get a yes, you go again. You get a no, we go to the next call. You put all the clues together, and someone figures out who it is, and they win tickets. All right, it's a pretty good deal. 800-771-1025. Brian on line 1. Go ahead, Brian.
Was she a Golden Girl?
No. Robert, line 2.
Was she an original Charlie's Angel?
No. Al on line 3. Sorry.
Rush Rules.
Agreed.
Yeah, it does.
Played some Rush earlier. Time stands still. Off the Hold Your Fire record. What do you got?
Nice. Underrated record, actually, in my opinion.
Agreed. So is Presto. But I digress.
Yep.
Go ahead. What do you got, Al?
Was she on a sitcom?
That's not what you know her for best. She's probably appeared on some sitcoms and stuff like that, but that's not that's not going to be what you know her for.
Okay.
At all. Sorry about that.
So I get it.
Nope. You get the window shut on you. Sorry about that. And I did that to a Rush fan. I'll do that to anybody. Kyle, line 4.
Hey, guys, was she an actress?
No. Good question. This chick was not an actress.
I'm going to ask this because you didn't say it, but I'm just assuming, was she American?
I did say she was
No,
American.
you did not.
I said,
write it down. You said,
I just said white American woman. Literally just said it when
you
this
came
segment
back?
started. Yes.
Okay, not the first time. Okay.
Yes. Apology accepted.
I was right about not saying it the first time. Hold on. But he asked if she was an actress, you said.
Yes, and she was not an actress. Greg, line 8.
Did she have a talk show?
Yes.
Did she wear red glasses?
No.
She did?
No, she did not. John, line 2.
Oh, John gone.
John's gone?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to, what else can I give you?
A talk show. Was that talk show popular in the 80s?
No. No.
But she's an icon.
Correct.
I keep going back to the icon because I feel like we should all know, and I feel like talk show narrows that down.
There's no question you're going to know who it is when you get it.
Like Oprah's alive, so there's that.
Oprah's alive, and she's not white.
And that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So there's that.
I got nothing.
And so, yeah, she had a talk show, but that's not all she did.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Jock on line 2.
Was she a comic?
No. Jimmy, line 1.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Was she on a talk show?
Yes.
Is it Barbara Walters?
Barbara Wawa is the dead woman in the envelope. You are correct, sir.
Fantastic.
And now you got your choice. Let's see what we got left. We got tickets to NBT, Next Big Thing Legends with Cage the Elephant. And people are sleeping on these tickets, the comedian Nikki Glazer at the Baycare Sound on June 15th. What's your choice?
I was calling for my daughter. You don't have any Luke Bryan left, do you?
No, those are gone. That was last week.
Okay.
I had Dirk Bentley, but they're gone.
Okay. We'll do the comic.
All right. You got a pair. How old is your daughter?
She's 29.
All right. You can send her. Yeah, pair of tickets to see comedian Nikki Glazer at the Baycare Sound, June 15th. Congratulations. Hold on. One more time. Barbara Wawa. Barbara Walters is the dead woman in the envelope. I wonder when she came up with The View, if she thought it would turn into what it's turned into.
What's it turned into?
It's turned into Uber. They used to talk about everything, and now it's just Uber politics.
Oh.
That's all they talk about now is politics.
I haven't watched it. I do remember when it started. I watched it a little bit, but
when it was her and Meredith Vieira, and they had Rosie O'Donnell on, and it would be part of what they did, but it wasn't all they did. Now it's all they do. It's all they do. So yeah, there you go. All right, should we announce now or should we come back from break?
I'm a big fan of coming back and making people wait.
Okay, so let's do that. We will take a short break. When we come back, we have something pretty cool to announce. I hope you think it's as cool as I do because I'm excited about it. It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives on 102.5 The Bone. The cars. The drivers.
I'm not surprised, and anybody who is should rethink their NASCAR knowledge.
And all the left turns you can handle. Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ulm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sale free. MSC
MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who's not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now is the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. 800-771-1025. So here's what we have to announce, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about it. A little bit more than kind of excited about
I like
it.
when you're excited about things.
Me too, because it doesn't happen all that often.
I know. That's why I like it.
We will be broadcasting live from the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay Boulevard in Clearwater on June 6th. Friday, June 6th. We'll do the whole show from there from 11 to 1. And it's going to have a little bit of a Metallica theme to it. So we'll have pairs of last-minute tickets to Metallica, who they'll be playing that night at Ray J, and on Sunday at Ray J as well for the M72 No Repeat weekend. So, yes, we'll be broadcasting live.
That's like you know that. You've been there before. You know, it's
yeah. But it's nice to be getting this show out for the first time in front of people. You know, we haven't done it yet.
That's
which
true.
is cool. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's good news.
That is very exciting.
You thought I would boo that?
I don't know how you are with the Metallica part of it.
Oh, I love me some Metallica.
Do you?
We Built This City,
Right.
Maria, Who Let the Dogs Out, classics. I'm all in. Let's get it.
Enter Sandman was my introduction. Is that them? No, that's not Metallica.
Yes, it is.
Is it? Okay. That's my introduction to them. And I was living in Buffalo at a town, North Tonawanda, that's just, I guess all of the headbangers, they called them back then, I don't know what they call them now, lived in that part of town. So I was surrounded by it. And that's how I got to like Rush, actually.
Wasn't that the Rocky Crotacci era?
No, that was a freshman in high school. No. I was like.
But he was a metalhead, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He liked
I'm not
Dokken.
crazy.
He was a Dokken.
Nobody liked Dokken. Dokken sucks.
It was 1985 or some crap. I don't know.
Oh, God, it's so bad. Roger and I have arguments over Dokken every once in a while.
Does Roger like Dokken?
He loves Dokken.
See?
Dokken and Edgin?
It's horrible. It is horrible, yes. So we will have Metallica tickets that day, and we'll be broadcasting live from the original Hooters in Clearwater.
That's 2 weeks from tomorrow then, right? June 6th?
Correct.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Ooh.
Correct.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll go by fast.
Yeah. I think it's another one of those things where the hotel they have me in is in Safety Harbor.
Oh, great.
So let's go in, do the morning show from the studio, and then go straight to Clearwater.
That's an easy drive.
From Clearwater,
from here
go back.
it's easy.
Yeah.
And then Clearwater, I have to go to the University of Tampa to get gear for my daughter.
It's a lot of throughway, so you shouldn't be too bad. Like
Easy enough.
Yeah,
you
the
just take
bridge
it
goes right over to Clearwater from here, Bayside and all that, and then straight shot to downtown kind of from this, from the causeways and stuff.
Yeah, you go Courtney Campbell and go straight to 275. You'll be right downtown. No problem.
And then my date for the evening is
me and Monica.
Mr. Mike Olivero.
Oh, you mean for the show?
For the show, yes.
You get to go with Mike. I bet you he's a lot of fun.
Hot.
Yeah. We actually tailgated for a while when Metallica was playing at MetLife Stadium. He came and found me in the parking lot.
That's right. I remember that.
I was on mushrooms when he found me.
Nice. Yeah. Mike's a fun time.
He's a good time. He's a good dude, man.
He's always so busy, so you never really get to hang out with the guy.
Exactly.
But when you do, it's fun. I mean, for me, it's only been the cruises, but he's awesome.
Yeah. He's down to... He's down for some Metallica, so we're going to do that.
Oh, that'll be... So you have to be looking forward to that. You get a little getaway from the 45 degrees and rain or whatever the crap is going on.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
It's a little cloudy right now, but it's better than whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And then I'm not flying out until Saturday night. I left the day open for one of two things. I spoke to Senning. Senning said he's got a gig in the morning, but then may want to meet up and go do a ketamine session together.
My God. You would go to someone you don't know?
He's done ketamine.
No, I'm saying, but JP's got a usual person he usually goes to, and like you're just going to fly to a different state and randomly.
Yeah, Senning uses them all the time. Senning goes.
Okay.
I met the guy. He's awesome. He's been telling me to come through, and I'm apprehensive so far.
You're okay with being in a different state doing something like that?
And then I'll get on a plane later on.
And will you still be ketamine?
No.
Oh, I don't know how long
you
it lasts.
stay there apparently, and then
until it
kinda,
until
and then there's still some like you feel good after, but you don't feel like
you're not
dopey.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not high. You just feel refreshed. It's great. So, yeah, we're going to see if we can do that. If not, and he's not going to be able to do it, I'm going to charter a boat and go do some fishing.
Nice.
Go do some fishing.
You're going to be running around.
Huh? Yeah, maybe. Well, it's like every time I'm down there, it's like go in, go hard, get out,
Yeah.
Hey-o. I don't really have the time to, and then it's going to be the same thing when I come down for the beach bass. Beach Bash.
By the way, how fun is that going to be? Like
that's going to be a good time.
I've been to the bar before. Like they have a big bar there. I've been there and I see everything else, and it looks really nice. It's very cool, very beachy, very just a chill place. But I've never I've never been to the pool or to the beach area, or obviously never stayed there. So it's going to be a lot. I was telling Gareth this off the air earlier. There's so much. It's all going to be fun. The whole weekend is going to be phenomenal.
And they're not even done announcing the event.
I know. There's going to be more. Exactly. Yeah. But I am such a sucker. What I'm looking forward to so much is I'm a fan of a bonfire with a guitar. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just some
little
chilling,
acoustics,
little acoustics by the. Oh, that's the dream.
And they're doing that, right? An acoustic. The guys John brought.
Yes, they're going to do that, and I think Mike said something about Pete maybe joining in, and who knows? It's just going to be a jam session with acoustic guitars around the. That's just the dream. That'll
Only
relax
you would want a bonfire when it's 90 degrees outside.
It's night. You're cold. Laugh all you want. I'm not saying it's going to be cold.
It's not.
But you feel cold, and you need the fire because you've been in the sun all day, and you're hot. Like it's so sweaty hot all day. It's like when you're in the pool. Have you ever been in the pool? This happened to me last Thursday and Friday. Last Thursday, I was in the pool right after work, 1:30, whatever. Went straight to the pool.
Right.
We had drinks, we had fun, whatever. We stayed till it got dark. When it started to get dark, and next thing you know, the pool water wasn't cold. It was warm in there.
People peeing.
No, and getting out was cold. Do you know what I mean? It used to be the temperature was hot and the water was cool. You get to a point after you've been out there that you're cold. No? You know what I'm talking about?
It's only when you're only cold when there's no humidity. Because like in Vegas, you go into a pool, it's 105 degrees, but outside the air is 105.
Yeah.
But there's no moisture in the air. So when you get out, it's like getting cut with razor blades for a little while.
It's
until you dry off inside of 7 seconds.
I was at the beach on Friday, stayed till it was, and I became cold. It's no longer hot. I've been in the water long enough where it doesn't feel hot anymore. And a damn bonfire is the way to go.
If you want
you're banned from the bonfire.
I'm not banned from anything.
I'm banning you right now.
I'm going to ask you a favor, though.
What?
You're banned from the thought circle.
Because you're going to be drinking. We know this.
Okay.
And you tend to not be nice to me.
Oh, my God. Let it go. I was one time not nice to you. One time when I first met you.
It was 2 times.
When else was I mean to you?
The strip club.
That was the first time we were ever in person.
I know.
So that was like 2015, like 10, 11 years ago.
Okay. I'm just asking. Do me a favor. Show some restraint.
Restraint being mean?
I'm just asking you not be mean. That's all.
When
Let's have a good time.
When you're in town for the Metallica and all that, are we going to go catch an Inferno game together?
No.
Oh, okay. At least
not that time.
Okay.
Not that time. I don't see that being possible.
I might be at the Inferno game. I can't make it. So maybe I can't make the live broadcast. I'll be at an Inferno game. You don't know.
Okay. That's your call.
Also, I tend to hang out with people that handle stuff like that in a much different way than you did. And I didn't know, and so if I will apologize for not knowing you well enough to bust balls or to be.
You can bust balls, but that was listen. We don't have to relive this whole thing, but you can ask John Brennan. It was more than busting balls. It was incessant. It was.
I'm not saying it wasn't incessant.
Cool.
I'm saying it wasn't
I'm over
mean. No, you're not. It was just stupid. Like I hate your guts, and I do it. So I say it now. I hate your guts.
Right.
Like it's. To me, it was not meant seriously. And again, I didn't know you well enough, so maybe I shouldn't be kidding around like that when I didn't know you well enough. I think now, if I said I hate you, you understand.
Yeah.
I don't hate you.
Okay.
Just stay on your side of the bar, and I'll stay on my side. Draw a line right down the middle with tape. You know how they do?
It is funny, though.
What?
Well, I was just going to say, it is funny, though. Like, stuff has happened to both Monica and me, and I think it was just because we didn't understand each other and each other's humor. Yeah. For instance, remember way back when I was going to cover the Roger and JP show and I put my face over y'all's?
Yeah.
And you guys did not like that. Yeah.
No.
I think now if that happened, you'd be like, it's just Dizzy being an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, you would have understood it a lot more.
Yeah.
Than back then we were like, man, F this Dizzy guy. Let's jump him.
Do you know, I know Monica does, but Diz, do you know who Mike and the Mad Dog are?
No.
Okay, Mike and the Mad Dog.
Are they Metallica band members?
No, Mike and the Mad Dog were like the original big show in sports radio around the country.
Okay.
On the Fan in New York. And they never really liked each other, but together they were just a beast. The show was huge.
Oh, I think you mentioned them before. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And one time when Mike was out, Mad Dog Chris Russo, who's on Sirius now, he changed the show opener to just mention his name.
Oh.
And that was
That's
basically pretty much the beginning of, and he was doing it just joking around.
That
Right?
feels
He
petty.
just thought it was funny. He was just joking around. And that did not go over well. And that was basically the first crack in the foundation of that show. That's a true story.
And it's just tough. I mean, everybody can see both sides, but then it's just tough.
I know.
We don't split the atom here, but there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. As far as the beach bash goes, if anybody wants to party, it's basically the entire Bone fam and the staff and everybody. It's July 18th to the 20th. It's at Sky Beach Resort. All the information is right on theboneonline.com if you want to get. I know the first group of rooms sold out, so now they're on the second block of rooms, and it's moving fast. And
that's
it's brought
quick.
to you. Yeah, it's brought to you by Neutral.
And that's the coolest part. Neutrals.
Yeah, that's your
Neutrals
thing,
on the
right?
weekend. Oh my God, those are so good. And they're perfect for something like that because it's not like I'm sitting there slamming shots and stuff like that.
Right.
They're just a sippy, easy, nice, good tasting, refreshing. Oh, let's get a Neutral or 5.
Look at Monica taking it tonsils deep for an endorsement from Neutral. Look at,
Hey, I wish. Yeah, they are. I love me some Neutral. I do.
That's cool. So, yeah, it's going to be, I got some good visits coming in, and I can't wait. I'm really excited about both of them. They're going to be good.
Yeah, you have a nice little summer lined up already.
So far, yeah, but I have, I'm curious as to, I feel like when it comes to this beach bash, I feel like a bomb is going to get dropped on me.
It will.
Like, well, I was talking to, because they were talking about these events, right?
Yeah.
And how, Carmen's got the yoga thing and there's a bunch of other stuff. And I feel like Olivero is, like, when we talk about it, I feel like he's hedging.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's some bomb that's going to
But
get dropped on my head that's going to make me, like, want to lose my marbles.
That's how this joint works. I know you know that. So
I'm well aware.
Expect it's going to happen and just
Right.
roll with it. And in the meantime, this is my thoughts, and I know you can't stand this because I should be thinking more like you, but I'm going to be on the beach for the weekend, and I don't have to drive home. So
Right.
let's do this. Like I don't know what really I'm going to complain about.
And then I'm flying home on the morning of my anniversary, and I'm taking like a 7:20 flight home, so I guess I got to leave that place at like 5:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, you leaving out of Tampa or St.
Tampa.
Pete? Oh yeah, you got to leave. Oh, that's funny.
Tampa. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about flying out of St. Pete. Maybe I'll
closer.
cancel and go that way. That is
Not a
it
lot
for us.
closer,
Huh?
Not a lot. It'll shave some time off for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So
Me
you'll
too.
get all the information. The information on the happy hour on the. What are the? It's not a happy hour because it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, don't judge.
Liquid lunch thing that we're going to do at the original Hooters. That'll be up on the website in a little while and social media. And the Bone Beach Bash is already up on the website and the social media. We'd love to hang out with as many people as possible. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. That's it. I'm out tomorrow getting poked and prodded, and I'll be on the bowl most of the rest of the day.
Asta Monday. Listen. Good. Have fun with the butt stuff early in the morning and the throat
Thanks.
stuff. And hope it all turns out well.
It sounds like one of your weekends back in the day.
Bite the pillow. I hear that helps.
Butt stuff. You're such a dick. Senning Show is in next. He's got another shot for you to win $1,000 in just about an hour. Have a great day, everybody.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 1025 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $479 a month, or a new Honda Accord, just $259 a month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
A cat named Mo for All American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range. They have a gunsmith on site who's fantastic that can help you with any new or old firearm repair, from pistol to revolvers to rifles. You go to aagunslingers.com to find out about him and much more. Coming up June 14th, join All American Gunslingers and me for Suns Out, Guns Out, with raffles, prize wheel, food trucks, machine guns, and so much more. Come join us to kick off the summer. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television for going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Why wait for Memorial Day when Brandon Ford has the largest inventory and biggest savings in history, happening now during our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale with discounts on every vehicle and no tariffs. Over 1,000 F-150s available at record low prices. New 2025 F-150 STX Super Cruise at $37,745, up to $10,000 off MSRP. And save up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2025 F-150 XLT 4x4 hybrids, with rates as low as 2.9% on select 2025 F-150s on approved credit. New 2025 F-250 and F-350 Super Duties at $100 over factory invoice, and that includes a free custom spray and bed liner. Over 800 Super Duties available to choose from. So if you want a super mega sale deal with no tariffs, get to our pre-Memorial Day Super Mega Sale at Brandon Ford, the largest volume Ford truck dealer in America. Highway 60 and 301 in Tampa, and at BrandonFord.com. No bull, no surprises, real prices.
Have you been hurt in an accident? Burnett EPA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Burnett EPA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by owner assurance. America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Hey, what's going on? It's Gio. Have you ever said to yourself, I am just not a finance person? It's okay if you have, because a lot of us feel that way sometimes. The good news is, when it comes to your finances, Trajan Wealth is. You don't need to know the stock market or understand every retirement option out there. You just need to know what matters to you. And Trajan Wealth's fiduciary advisors, they can take it from there. They can help you sort out all your accounts, roll over that old 401k, and build a strategy that specifically fits your lifestyle. No pressure, because there's no commissions and no hidden fees. You don't need to be a finance person. You just need to choose the right team to get you on the right track. Call Trajan Wealth at 813-550-1000, or you can visit TrajanWealth.com and schedule your free consultation. Again, that's 813-550-1000 or TRAJANWealth.com. Let the experts be the finance person. Call Trajan Wealth today. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show.
I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Oh, here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it. Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years.